I mean, we generally talk growth stocks when you come, tech and stuff like that. I just want you to react to what my prior guest said about looking especially vulnerable given the move that we've had. Do you agree?
I think, again, we have to parse out growth. There's some growth that is looking a little bit pricier and more expensive.
What's that? Which kind is that? The mega caps?
Not the mega caps.
So even though they've run a lot, they don't look too expensive.
Well, what's interesting about the mega caps is they have a lever that a lot of other companies don't, which is taking down their labor force and protecting earnings and actually growing free cash flow and earnings. I would say some of the mid-cap, higher growth names, those are going to be more at risk, and they have run on a relative basis and have outperformed.
Your pitch today is that we should look at some of these lesser-known names that we don't talk about probably enough, in your estimation, names that you like. Acadia Healthcare? Is that one?
Absolutely. So healthcare in general becomes a bastion of safety in times of volatility.
Feels like everybody likes it right now.
Yeah. So, it had a pretty rough Q1 and has come rebounding back as we worry about the economy a little bit more. And Acadia is a behavioral health hospital. Unfortunately, we do have a mental health crisis in the U.S. and an addiction crisis. There's 35% of their beds are devoted to addiction, and they should benefit from the opioid settlements. But there's also this supply-demand imbalance in the market. So for a mental health hospital that is growing beds 30% over the next 3 years, we think it sets up to have good growth, but also have good visibility.
So I'm looking at AMD, right? Because NVIDIA gets all the headlines for obvious reasons. I mean, the stock is up a ton, and the valuation is too. Now, why is AMD is no slouch either. I mean, it's up more than 30% in year to date, 35 as a matter of fact. So why is that on your list?
So AMD, people forget that they too are a beneficiary of the compute that is going to be required to drive the next decade of generative AI and cloud computing. Which
is why NVIDIA's gotten all the love, right?
That's right.
It's all about AI hype.
Right, and AMD is a little bit behind NVIDIA in terms of the technological progress that they've made. However, they will be there. So will they capture 80% of the market? No. But they will take their fair share of the market.
What about the consumer? You're not giving up on the consumer just yet, are you?
Well, some of the consumer. If you look at the Chinese consumer, we're not giving up on the Chinese consumer. Okay. We think that it's misunderstood that China hasn't really reopened in the way that we would have expected. However, there has been friction in the Chinese economy, i.e., as the consumer wants to travel, they actually can't travel because the planes aren't reactivated. There are not enough pilots. And so Chinese travel is still at 40% internationally of what it was pre-COVID. Domestic travel is 80% of what it was pre-COVID, and we think that's just a frictional issue. And the Chinese consumer will begin to travel again with pent-up demand.
Let's look to tomorrow morning. You sat down and you said, you see the options market is implying a huge move in the morning.
Yeah.
And big binary event is coming tomorrow morning with CPI, isn't it?
Well, I didn't think so, because I kind of felt like the days of worrying about CPI were behind us, in part because it was a tell of where the Fed needs to go. And I think, even the Fed understands that, it's 25 bips and they have to be done, because they're walking a very fine line right now of I don't envy Powell right now, given how fine a line he has to walk.
Because the banking issue that we're still worrying about, the run-on effects of what happens with credit, et cetera?
Absolutely. So on the one hand, you have the banking issue. On the other hand, if you ease too fast, you'll get runaway inflation. And so if they want to get to their 2% target, which I still don't understand, and why 2% is the target, but we are still running at, tomorrow it's going to be 5.2 or 5.6 on headline and core, which is what is consensus. So, I think that they're really between a rock and a hard place right now.